Okay. So this is what I need y'all to do. I need you connect the dots using only 4 straight lines, and you cannot pick up your pen or pencil. So once you put it down and start, you cannot.
All the dots?
Connect all the dots using only 4 straight lines, and you cannot pick up your pen or pencil. Okay, and you get 1 minute to do this, and you get 1 chance to do it. What's up? What's up? Yeah, the only directions: connect the dots. 1, 2. Only using 4 straight lines. 3. You cannot pick up your pen or pencil. Okay, and you get 1 minute to do it and 1 chance to do it. All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm scared. I ain't even old. My method already didn't do this. No. All the dots, like even the one in the middle.
All the dots.
Okay. That is hard.
You got about.
Be like that.
You got about 20 seconds.
Oh, the freaking time.
You got about 20 seconds. Well, not no more. You got like 10 now.
What's the reason when abstract, like you go off? Mr. Aggie, do this. Do that.
It's regular.
I'm upset.
Thumbs up. Pins down. Okay, so who thinks that this is impossible? Raise your hand if you thought it was impossible.
It's not impossible.
Okay, raise your hand if you thought it was possible, but you didn't want to mess it up. You think it's possible, but you didn't want to mess it up. How many of y'all messed it up trying? See, I'm with y'all. I'm going to try anyways, and if I mess up, I mess up. I'm with y'all.
I did it.
Okay.
I was still trying to figure it out.
So, I'm going to tell y'all, 1, why you
How many
messed
y'all
up,
didn't try?
and 2, why you didn't try. Okay, so you're supposed to connect the dots, use 4 straight lines, without picking up your pen or pencil, right? On these 4 straight lines, connect all the dots. The reason why y'all couldn't do it, because that's what your brain did. That's not the answer. That's not the answer.
What was it?
No, I didn't do it. But the reason why y'all didn't connect it, because your brain told you that you couldn't go outside this imaginary box. Is there a square anywhere on your paper? So, what we do sometimes in life, we connect dots. No, that's not the right answer, sis. But sometimes we create boundaries that don't even exist because of things that we've dealt with and things that we've been through in life. We instantly put ourselves in a box. Or better yet, we allow people to put us in a box. And then we stay there because it's comfortable. So just because someone says, oh, her Instagram picture's trash, she ain't even that cute, now that messes with my self-esteem. So I'm not gonna post pictures no more. Or she looked this way, she looked that way. So now I'm very self-conscious about how I look, about how I dress, about the things that I wear, based off of what someone else has said. So a lot of times, what we go through, experiences that we deal with because of other people, we stay in the box that people put us in. Newsflash, ladies, you are not meant to be put in a box. You are not meant to stay in a box. Because if we all were to stay in a box or be in a box, then we would all be the same. Newsflash number 2, we are not the same. All of you have something different, unique, beautiful about you that makes you different from everybody else. Whether it's your looks, your intelligence, the way that you wear your hair, or maybe it's the way that you talk to people, how good you are at sports, how good you may think about things or process things, or how you take care of your friends or take care of your families, or X, Y, and Z, or how you work just to help make ends meet at the house. That's what makes you different. That's what makes you beautiful. That's what makes you intelligent. So you're supposed to be different. And what social media has done to us, it has taken away our ability to be different, because we all want to look the same, or we all want the same amount of popularity, so on and so forth. But again, this box isn't supposed to be here. It doesn't exist unless we allow it to exist. Am I making sense, y'all? Yeah. Okay. So, this box doesn't exist. But we put it there. We let it stay there. There are no boxes on your paper. You could have used the whole entire paper. But what happens? Your brain made a square. Your brain filled in the box, or filled in the spaces. So, what we have to do is first, we gotta think outside of the box that doesn't even exist. When we do that, at first it's very uncomfortable, because we're doing something that we're not used to doing. We're doing something that's out of the ordinary. We're doing something that's not normal, or that people don't understand. And this is where you understand yourself. That's where you start to learn more about yourself. That's where you start to understand your story and who you are whenever you step outside of the box. And as you continue to move outside of the box, you start to find your way. You start to figure out how your life is supposed to pan out. You start to figure out how comfortable you are with yourself. You start to figure out how beautiful you are. You start to figure out how intelligent you are. And as you continue to figure those things out, you learn how to apply them. You learn how to put those things together. So that way you can set yourself up for positive things, success, whatever in the future. So you have to identify those things, then apply those things. And that's how you end up connecting all the dots. Am I making sense? I hope so. Y'all got real quiet on me. I must be hitting something. I must be hitting somewhere. So, you have to get out of this box. And you want to know something crazy? And I actually just realized this right now. So, this box right here has how many lines? How many lines? Come on, y'all, talk to me. 4 lines. How many lines? 4 lines. So the difference between here and here is just the way that we place the lines. We just got to shuffle them around, so that way they don't look like that, but they look like this. Say what, girl? What'd you say?
Because she moved her head and I couldn't see.
Oh, okay. So, get outside of the box. Break the barriers. The box may be the way that you grew up in your family. The box may be the type of boys that you're interested in. The box may be the way that you view yourself. The box could be anything, but you want to get out of that box. Because once you get out of the box, you get to discover who you are. You get to discover your true beauty. You get to discover how intelligent you really are. And you don't need anybody else in this world to validate who you are. You don't need anybody to validate who you are, validate your looks or your intelligence. You know you got it. You know you smart. So you don't need nobody else to validate that if you get out of the box. So, no boundaries exist unless we let them. Are we good? We got any questions? Any comments? Yes, ma'am?
So if I had drawn an E, would that matter too? Because it connects all the dots?
Drawn and E?
Like an E? Yeah. It wouldn't?
That's good thinking, though. That's good thinking though. Any other comments? Am I speaking the real? Okay. I just need to know if I am. Hey, y'all in the back. Y'all good?
Yeah, we were trying to do the E.
Oh. Okay. All right. So.
I know you.
Okay, y'all do know what that song is, right?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, that's it. 21 questions, 50 cents. Good job. Bonus points. We get bonus points. Yeah. Okay, so questions. Questions. Ask yourself these questions. You have 5 different questions to ask yourself. So 1, what problem do I want to solve? I know -6 ain't the answer.
I think she's gonna come up maybe I get bored.
Okay, so what problem do I want to solve? So think about what problems you want to solve in this world or in your life. What problems do you want to solve? 2, where am I fit to be? Where do you belong? Where do you feel like you belong? 3, why? 3, why? What is your why? Why do you feel this way? Why do you feel like you need to do X, Y, and Z? Why is one of the greatest questions ever, and it's only one word. Why? What do I have to do? What is it that I need to do? How do I need to apply the things that I know? X, Y, and Z. When do I need to have it done? When do I need to get things done? Okay? So, ask yourself these 5 questions. And so 1, what problem do I want to solve? This is where you can tell your story, or you learn your story. Your meaning. What is my purpose? What do I mean? I want everybody to, and this is just for you to do it whenever you want to, but if you don't know the meaning of your name, look up the meaning of your name. Go look up and see what your name means. And you'll find out a lot sooner, or things will be a lot clearer about what it is that your name means, what your purpose is in life, how you need to move forward, this, that, and the third. Look up the meaning of your name, because that gives you more power, and you know who you are. Not only just your culture, where you come from, but you know about yourself a lot more. So, go look up your name, the meaning of your name. Your foundation. So, your foundation, where you came up from, or your educational foundation. What is something that you can stand on that won't crumble? And we all know about goals. We all have short-term goals, long-term goals, and our goals in the middle. So what are your goals? So finding out these 4 things can help you figure out what problem you want to solve. I used to ask students, what do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to do? And that's not the right question to ask young leaders or future leaders of the world. You should be asking what problem it is you want to solve. Because once you know what problem you want to solve, there'll be more passion behind it. There'll be more understanding and clarity of why you're doing what you want to do. But asking you what you want to do when you grow up, you instantly think of, well, I want to do X, Y, and Z because they get paid this much, and it's about the money, and I don't want to do this because they don't get paid enough for this. So you don't really discover your passion, or you don't recognize the passion whenever you just want to do something, whenever you grow up. So whenever you want to solve something, you believe in it. You believe in the passion that you have with it. Whenever you want to solve a problem. You know, it's kind of like whenever your friends ask you, hey girl, I've been talking to so-and-so and so-and-so, what should I do? That is your opportunity and your time to shine to solve somebody's problem. You're like, ooh girl, I wouldn't mess with him because he was talking to so-and-so over at this school, and then he was with so-and-so at Yates the other day for their lunch. Nah, sis, don't mess with him. It's passion behind it because you want to solve their problem. You want to be there for your friend. You want to help your friend out. So it's the same thing when you apply it in the real world. So what problem do you want to solve? I want to end homelessness, or I want to help feed the homeless. I don't understand why, for some reason, people will put more money towards a GoFundMe for Notre Dame that just burned up, but we have all these homeless people in the United States of America, and y'all won't put no money towards them. Or why is it that we want to help Kylie Jenner make $1 billion whenever Flint still doesn't have clean water? You know what I mean? So things like that, you have more passion behind it whenever you want to solve the problem. Am I making sense, y'all? Okay. 2, where am I fit to be? So you can understand where you fit whenever you know your story. You understand your story. So your culture, not just your racial culture, not just black, white, Hispanic, Asian, African American, but the culture of your household. Why do we act this way? Did my grandparents act the same way? Did my great-grandparents act the same way? Why is it that I'm different from my brothers and sisters, so on and so forth? So you understand your story a bit more. Anybody here going to college or want to go to college somewhere? Okay, cool. So, we're going to transition a little bit into the college stuff. So, where am I fit to be? Don't go to a school just because so-and-so going. What is it about that school that makes you feel at home? What is it about that school that you like? What is it about this school that you don't like? Who are some notable alumni who have graduated from that college in the field that you're interested in? So understanding that aspect of it. Because some people go to school or certain colleges because their boyfriend go there, or their sister went there, or their mama and daddy are alumni there, X, Y, and Z, so on and so forth. But what is it about that school that makes you feel like this is where I belong? What is it about that school or that college that makes you feel like they have something to give me, they have something to offer me, that I'm going to, my investment, or quote unquote, my tuition is going to give me something to give me the degree of the education that I need to do, that I need in order to pursue my career in speech pathology or teaching or nursing or biology or engineering, X, Y, and Z. Because what we forget about, or what they don't give us the game about, is how important and how powerful our money is that we're paying to go to that school. See, it's an honor for that school to have me, not me to have that school. So I want y'all to really get that. So whenever you walk onto that campus, whether it be TSU, Texas Tech, UT Austin, Harvard, Tennessee, Oregon, XYZ, whatever it is, it's a privilege for them to have you, because you could have picked any other school. And I don't care if it's community college, if it's junior college, if it's a major 4-year university, or even if it's an Ivy League school, because it's something about you that makes them want you. It's something about you in your recommendation letter, or in your letter just to get into the school, or something about you because you had high SAT, ACT scores, something about you, something special about you they want. So you have more power over your education than what they let you know that you do. You have power over your education. Whether you're paying out of pocket or financial aid covering, it don't matter. Because at the end of the day, financial aid or FAFSA, they're not getting a degree.
Can you stop by when you get a chance, please?
You getting a degree. Am I making sense? So you have power over your future. You have power over your education. And it's a privilege for that school to have you. So understand why you want to go there, okay? And something that I always say to all students, because even though I've worked with students to go to college and push them to go to college, and this and the third, I've never, ever forced a student to go to college if they did not want to go. Something I always say, college isn't for everybody, but a higher education is. college is not for everybody, but a higher education is. So, if you don't feel like going to college is the best thing for you, cool. But you better go get you a certification or something to go to dental school, be a dental assistant, or go do HVAC or whatever it is. Still continue to educate yourself after high school. So a higher education doesn't always mean college. It's educating yourself after high school. So if you want to go to cosmetology school, girl, do the micro braids and go on about your business. If you want to do nails, get them acrylic nails, go on about your business, okay? Whatever it is that you feel like you will be beneficial in or successful in, you want to educate yourself even more. Now, I do have students right now who didn't do either one. It's just the reality of it. Sometimes it just takes, it takes some people longer to get through things than others. It takes some people a little bit more time to mature than others. But continue to educate yourself because your education is important. That's whether it's college or anything else. So, another thing. Location is a big thing when we're talking about going to college. Anybody want to go out of state? Do y'all parents know that? Y'all want to go out of state? Are they happy with that? So she like, yeah, they cool. She like, So, location is a big deal because they are sending off their 18-year-old baby girl to go to college in a completely different state with completely different people that they did not grow up around. So what I've realized and recognized with parents is that they, even though their child is 18 years old, 17, 18, 19, whatever years old, they grown, trying to go off to school, go off to college, they will always see you as the 9, 10-year-old little girl. They will always see you as that because they love you so much, they care that much about you. I know, right? Duh. So, as you're transitioning into being an adult, you also have to be patient with your parents and allow them time to transition too. Because they're letting go of you, just like you trying to let go of them. Because they have had you in their lives since before you were even born. So for 18, almost 19, 20 some odd years, you have to think about this. You've always been around. You've been in their face for almost 20 years. For almost 20 years, you've been in their face. So you have to be patient with them when it's time to let you go. When you're trying to grow up and be grown, she's like, I ain't gonna be patient with them. When I'm gone, I'm gone.
Because my daddy act like he don't like me. I be trying to hug him. He be like, get out my face. And now I'm trying to branch off and fly like a bird, and he just won't let me go.
I'll talk about it. I'll talk about it. Because with you being in your parents' life all of this time, all of your life, their identity has always been with you being there. When you leave, their identity isn't the same anymore. Their life isn't the same anymore. Because they can't reach out and grab you whenever they want to. They can't high five you whenever they want to. So life is hard for them just like it is for you. Now you may be feeling like, I'm 18, I'm grown, I'll be good, I'll be alright. Well see, your parents were 18 at one point in time. They've been 18, 19 before. This is your first time. So they understand things or see things in the world that you don't see or understand. And a lot of parents don't know how to let go. They don't know how to let go, which means they don't know how to act. So that's why your pop's acting the way he acted, because he don't know. This is new to him, just like it's new to you. So as much as you want your parents to be patient with you, reciprocate that back to them. Give them what you want them to give you. Patience. Okay, life after graduation. Good versus great opportunities. Anybody know the difference between good and great?
You said one is better?
What's that? Great is better, one is better. What makes great better than good? Say it again?
It exceeds all of good expectations from more.
Okay. It exceeds all of God's expectations and more. So, thing is with good versus great, good is like, alright, I'm good, one man, I'm cool. I'm cool, I ain't gonna try to do too much. But great means you gotta take risks. Great means you gotta step out on faith and be like, man, look, I don't know how this gonna turn out. I'm just gonna put my best foot forward and we're gonna see how it goes. That's the difference between good and great. And then there's also dedication and obviously consistency. Great people are consistent and dedicated. Good people, you know, I'm okay. I don't need to do anything extra. Okay. So why? Why? So question number 3, why? This question right here will separate you from the pack. It separates you from everybody else because you understand and you see things deeper than just the surface. Or as the old folks say, you see further down the street than just down at the tip of your nose. You see the bigger picture and not just a piece of the puzzle. You see the entire picture for what it is. And if you understand your why, if you can answer your why, you identify your purpose. You identify why you're doing what you're doing. You identify who you're doing it for and why you're doing it for them. Okay? And this is your opportunity to self-reflect, to really have that conversation with yourself. Like, why am I doing this? Am I really that passionate about feeding the homeless? Am I really that passionate about defending people in court as a lawyer or as an attorney? Am I really that passionate about working and being a doctor to save lives? You understand, you're able to reflect on that and own your process. Why, or understanding why, is your opportunity to own a process, own your process. Everything is a process. I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all know what happens whenever this caterpillar goes into a cocoon, and then it's a butterfly. It's a process. Now, I'm gonna break that story down to y'all, make it a bit more practical. So, caterpillar is crawling around on the ground, just trying to get some grass, minding his own business. But see, the caterpillar is preyed on by other animals, other insects, other bugs. So even though the caterpillar ain't really doing no harm to anybody, he's in danger. So sometimes in life, we may be in our caterpillar moments where we just crawling around, we ain't trying to bother nobody, but then we come home and then mom and daddy arguing about the same thing they've been arguing about for the last 5 years. Like, y'all ever gonna end this argument? And you just minding your business. Or you come to school, you know, you woke up, I'm in a good mood, you come to school, and then boom, you find out that you failed that algebra test. Damn, really? You just minding your own business. And then, you're still doing your thing, you're getting away from all the negativity, positive vibes only, right? And then, what people sleep on about the caterpillar is that the caterpillar is elevated because the caterpillar knows that he has to climb the tree to get to the highest point to get away from all the stuff on the ground. So as you elevate, you gotta leave some things behind. As you elevate and climb your ladder to success, you leave bad things, the negative vibes or people or negative environments, you leave that stuff behind you, you leave it on the ground. Because then when it gets to the highest leaf from the tree or whatever, what does he do? Huh? Somebody? Boom. So he wraps up in this cocoon that he built. Sometimes in life, we gotta build our own cocoons and get away from people, get away from life, get away from just people. There's nothing wrong with some solitary confinement sometimes. It's okay to be by yourself. And I want to tell y'all there's a difference between being lonely and being alone. Okay? There's a difference between being lonely and being alone. When you are alone, you choose to be. Being alone is a choice. Being lonely is a feeling of being left behind. So it's okay to be alone. Have you ever realized that whenever you by yourself and you got your music on, you can think clearer, you can think straight, you can get away from folks, you can get away from people, you can kind of sort through your thoughts. It's because you chose to be alone. You chose to get away from the noise. So you can figure things out. Am I putting you to sleep, sis? Oh, you got cooties? So you gotta build your cocoon and get away sometimes. When you get away, you can think, get your mind right, because when that caterpillar is in that cocoon, he got some changing going on, and it's ugly too. I mean, think about it. He had like 50 million legs, and so all them joints fall off. He got skin falling off. It's ugly in there, but it's okay, because when we by ourselves in life, we got friends falling off. We got negative environments falling off. Our attitudes is changing. We ain't just popping off at the mouth on folks like we used to. We ain't rolling our head and stuff like we used to. So change is happening in the cocoon. So when you get by yourself and away from folks, you can change and become a better version of yourself. Because when that caterpillar comes out of the cocoon, he got wings now, or she got wings now. Beautiful butterfly. And the cool thing about that is they can fly as high or as low as they want to. They can choose now. And another cool thing about that is they can fly low, go to the ground, and then leave whenever they feel like it. So whenever you guys have your butterfly moment, you can go back to where you came from and pull the other people out. You can go back to where you used to be and influence other people to come out. Am I making sense? Am I preaching? Yeah. Okay, I hope so. I know I get down a little bit. So embrace your process, but it's gonna be ugly, and it's not gonna be pretty the whole time. Your feelings gonna get hurt, you're gonna lose people, X, Y, and Z, but embrace your process. Own your process. This is my process, and I'm gonna deal with it. I'm gonna use it to benefit me. I'm gonna use it to answer my why. Okay? That's why the why question is so important. Okay, 4, what do I need to do? First off, just be cool. Relax. Okay? Relax, be cool. Take initiative. Fam, it's your life. Own it. Take initiative. So that means when Miss Gonzales says, hey, you need to call housing to see if they got your housing, don't be like, Miss, can you call them for me? No. You call them, because you grown. So be grown since you think you grown. Make those phone calls. Okay? It's going to be a little scary. I'll tell y'all a story real quick. One of my students from last year, he's at Oklahoma State. And he was like, hey, Spoon, can you call Oklahoma State for me? I'm like, why, for what? To see if they got all my transcripts and stuff. I'm like, why? Why you can't call them? You know, I don't know, I'm gonna call them. I'm like, man, I ain't calling them, you call them. So he sat there and played on his phone for about 30 seconds, got up, left, walked out of my office. Walked out of my office. Now, I'm like, all right, it's your future, not mine. I got my degree. I'm trying to show you how to get yours. So, a couple days roll by. He come back to my office like, hey, Spoon, can we call Oklahoma State? Like, yeah, you call him no. All right, I'm ready whenever you ready. So he had to get away, get his mind right, figure out how he was going to talk to him, what words he needed to say, and he called him, boom, got everything taken care of. Now, that could have been taken care of the first day. But sometimes we just got to get away and learn how to be grown. Because we all want to be grown sometimes. We want to be grown sometimes. It's like, ugh, why you be telling me what to do all the time? I know how to do this. But then there's some other times like, hey, mom, dad, let me hold $20.
They ask me that.
So a lot of times we pick and choose when we want to be grown. And on the other side, parents pick and choose when they let us be grown. You ever realize that, like, whenever you ask to do something, they be like, nah, you grown, you got it, you 17, 18 years old, you can do it. But as soon as you ask,
It's to go to a party.
can I go to so-and-so house?
We don't know that.
Can I go to a party? Or
Grown
can I do this and the third? I don't know them. Or, nah, let me think about it. And then they tell you no. Or they don't want to tell you no when they say, go ask your mom. Go ask your daddy.
Basically, we asked each other. I said, both of y'all said y'all don't tell me. Like,
Well, then it's a no. I used to get that one all the
No,
time.
my DVDs.
So the funny thing is with parents is that, again, you gotta be patient with them. They're still learning how to do this thing too. And it's just so funny to me how parents, they raise you right, they put good things and good values and everything into you, but then they won't let you use those things.
Take your time, Pastor.
Oh, take my time. One more game for people in the back. For the people in the back. Because, you know, it's kind of like whenever you study for, I don't know, a math exam, it's like, okay, I've been studying. Now it's time for me to take the test. And let me show you what I've been studying. Let me show you what I can do. If you put all this positive stuff in me, if you put honesty, good character, integrity, so-and-so, if you put all of that in me, then let me show you what you put in me. Let me show you what you have raised. But parents are parents. They get scared sometimes. I don't want to have my baby now. So, be patient with your parents. So, don't sleep. Do not sleep. Excuse me. Because it's, what, April? And y'all finna graduate May 31st, right? June 1st. Last day of school is May 31st. Yeah. Whoo! That's like a month.
you gotta come to sign the day in graduation.
Who, me?
You family now. You
Oh, we fam now? Okay. So, do not sleep. So, if you got some financial aid stuff to take care of, get it done. Yeah, because that opened on what? October 1st? Get on your stuff. Don't sleep. Do not sleep on the process. So, 5, when do I need to have it done? So, I just kind of put this situation together. So, freshman, sophomore year, you should have established some kind of good study habits, connect with some teachers, set some kind of goals, take college tours, pre-SAT, ACT, TSI, self-exploration, yada, yada, yada. Last year, you should have been maintaining them good grades, get some good recommendations, and research colleges, go to different college fairs, all of that stuff. Take all your tests. If you haven't taken your SAT or ACT, you sleep. If you haven't retaken it after you've been planning to retake it, you sleep. Sleep. Mrs. Gonzales like, I've been trying to tell y'all.
Which one was it?
What's up?
Oh, they've already, yeah, they're done.
Oh, okay. Okay, we got good. So, the biggest thing, senior year, scholarships. I can't say it enough.
That's the one.
Scholarships.
That's the one.
Scholarships.
That's the one.
Scholarships.
That's the one.
Scholarships.
Okay. Get it?
Scholarships.
I didn't hear you.
Scholarships. Scholarships. I can't spell it. I can't spell it, but I know how to fill them out.
Could you talk about, I guess, I don't know, maybe you guys feel, I don't know, could you all guys talk about how y'all feel, because maybe I assume things. Like, when I put or when I send them scholarships or whatnot, I know in the past, I don't know, maybe now, some of them maybe thinking like, well, I'm not gonna get that, so why should I apply? Or have well, everybody's applying for it, what are the chances of me getting it? Like, what type of, so what type of mentality, like, so why should I do it if it's, everyone's doing it and everyone got that scholarship? So could you talk a little bit more towards that?
So, Michael Jordan said this. Y'all know who Michael Jordan is, right?
Who that?
Jordan, not Michael B. Jordan, but Michael
Ooh, I
Jordan.
like that. Michael.
Y'all know who Michael B. is. Michael Jordan said, you miss 100% of the shots that you do not take. Bars, right? You miss 100% of the shots that you do not take. Huh? I mean, you can't make it if, you don't shoot your shot. Yeah, hashtag shoot your shot, 2K19. You gotta shoot your shot. Now, Ms. Gonzales does probably send out a bunch of scholarships for y'all. But you cannot just rely on the scholarships that she sends out. You gotta you gotta Google some scholarships. Look up local scholarships going on here within your city. Look up some scholarships that are going on in the city of the school that you're trying to go to. And the school itself has scholarships. So there are a lot of opportunities for scholarships. You just have to look for them. You got to put the work in. Okay? You're only going to get or receive back the level of investment that you put in. So if you put in 50% of the time, you're going to get 50% of the return on your investment. So regardless of whether or not everybody in the entire school filled it out or completed the scholarship, you may be the one person that gets it. You may be the one person that gets it. And another thing, you could also ask your parents about the places that they work if they do scholarships. Because there are some companies who do scholarships for students, if you ask. So, little things like that. But you have to put the work in. Like, anybody in here ever been a part of Girl Scouts? Anybody? Okay. Y'all remember? Y'all saw Girl Scout cookies? You had to hustle, didn't you? You had to slang them things. You had to go get them. So the same thing with these scholarships. Remember, this is your future. So scholarships is a part of your process. You gotta own it. So you gotta step out and just try something. You just gotta step out and ask questions. Google, research, X, Y, and Z. Now, something that's pretty cool about a lot of these scholarships, all you have to do is write maybe 1, 2, potentially 3 essays. Excuse me. And then, if you're applying for a different scholarship, just change the change the date and the name of the scholarship and resubmit it. Because most of the scholarships are asking what?
Why should you receive it?
Why should you receive it? How was your background? How did you grow up? Or tell me a story about a hardship in your life or whatever. Most of the prompts revolve around that. So you just resubmit the same essay, just change the name of the scholarship. I should receive the DJ Spoon scholarship because da 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 da. What's up?
You got one?
Yeah, I do. But you gotta go to Texas Tech to get it. Sorry. I know, right? I'm sorry.
You should do it for the state.
Do it for the state?
I know. It was not there.
The A was not.
It wasn't. You know I was thinking about it.
What happened?
She got accepted to Tech.
Oh, so you trying to come to Tech?
I was, but you see, y'all lacking with that packet of financial aid, though. The wage kind of has y'all, and I'm gonna have to like slide.
Hey, do what you gotta do.
Right.
Do what you gotta do. I'm
I
just
don't
saying.
blame you, Kenny.
I do.
Y'all got a nice little sticker on your school.
Yo. So, applying for scholarships, it's not as difficult as we make it out to be. How much time we got left?
It is 11, 12, 20.
We got an hour.
Wait, what?
We get out of here.
We get out at 12:20.
So we have like 37 minutes.
Okay, thank you. There we go.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, my bad.
oh, you good, sis, you good. So, if you have good relationships with your teachers, start to reach out to them. Pretty sure you already have for letters of recommendation.
Yeah.
Now, if you had a bad experience with one of your teachers, I wouldn't ask them. Don't do it. I'm like, hey, miss, you know, I'm sorry for how I acted last week in your class. I'm trying to get the scholarship. So, start to, you know, revisit some of your teachers so you can rekindle those relationships and get you some good letters of recommendation, okay? I'm sure y'all have already applied to a bunch of schools, a bunch of colleges. So what are some schools that y'all are going to? UTSA, Berlin, okay. UNT, what'd you say? Fix your face.
She feeling grown.
SFA, okay. What's up? Okay. Downtown, right? Okay. Where else? You know. Okay, what else? What else?
She's going to A&M.
Ooh. I'm just messing with you. Hey, that's a good school. What's up? I know, I go to Texas. I go to Texas Tech. I don't bang with them.
You can't be salty though.
When you get to college, you'll understand.
So we have, Berea College, which is a private school.
Okay.
We have Thomas Jefferson.
Okay.
UHD, we have HCC, we have,
We have the new school.
the new school.
What's the new school?
That's what I said when
It's
she
an
told
art
me.
school in New York City.
It's a what?
It's a private art school.
Oh, it's called the new school?
Yes.
Okay, I was like, what is the name of the new school?
I just say the college that I got into.
The college that I got into?
Eugene, no, like, they're separate, it's a university. So
Okay.
I got into Eugene Lang College of Liberal Arts.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
That's what I'm gonna say when I announce the new school. Eugene Lang College of Liberal Arts.
Well, yeah, great.
So people don't be like.
So, now that y'all have an idea of what schools you're gonna go to, start to do research on them schools. Start to see what different organizations they have. Look at the demographics. So, what's the percentage of African Americans or Hispanic, Latino, Latina, Asian American, African American, so on and so forth. What did you say? Yes. You just took it right out of my mouth, but yes. Look at different religion organizations, or if it's a private school, what religion, X, Y, and Z. Because all of these things are gonna feed into your career and feed into your future. So you wanna know about something before you get into it. It's kinda like whenever you apply for a job. Anybody got a job in here? So before you apply for the job, you figure out what it is, right? And then after you get the job, they give you a job description or the requirements of the job. So you want to know about something before you get involved with it, before you pay for it and get your money invested into it. So learn about it, because that all fits in. And everybody did their FAFSA?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Him at the wedding.
Exactly. So, all the things you need to have done. So I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Be the you for others that you wish that you had. Be the you for others that you wish you had. Does that make sense? Do I even gotta explain that one? Nah, I can't. She like, no, you've been preaching too much. So what? So be the you for others that you wish that you had. Say what? I appreciate that.